Hi, my name is Luis and I'm going to be showing you my process for making a knee brace today. First, I'm going to bring up some pain points with my older one. It's a one size fits all, meaning that my knee did not fit the top part and the bottom part for my thigh or my shin. It was too difficult for sizing for me. No lateral support for any impacts I would have had here on the side. It would have been devastating for me. And also for comfort, there was no hole cut out on the back for the fabric to not bunch up. In this case it does. I want to show you how I was able to correct that with my new knee brace today. The redesign process includes cutting and reinforcing a hole cut out of the back of the brace for breathability, comfort, and support, both the front, rear, and the knee. So first, I have started out by laying the neoprene fabric. Here, I've made stencils cut out of paper bags and have placed them over fabric in these shapes. They must be positioned in a certain way as the neoprene will stretch better one way than the other due to compression of the material. I then cut along the border. I will then proceed to sew them together in the following order. The design for the manufacture of the brace incorporates types of sewing patterns that can be found on almost all sewing machines, and the same goes for the tools used in the metal support rods, but we will get to that later in the video. Now that I've cut out the shapes, I place a circular patch over the front part of the knee pad and pin it down with some pins so it doesn't move while I stitch it together. Next, I set up the sewing machine in the correct pattern, and then I sew along the inside circle. As you can see, it's really tough and it takes quite a bit of time. Now the two faces of the knee brace are being ready to get sewn together. Contrary to traditional knee braces, this one is being sewn with the seams on the outside of the knee brace, and then being covered up with an elastic strip for aesthetic purposes. This is a redesigned element I have added for the benefit and comfort to the user. Again, it is held together with the pins to avoid elastic material to bunch up while being sewn together. Now I am placing the pockets for the metal braces and I am pinning them down in position. Now that all the brace pockets have been pinned down in their corners, I now proceed to sew them together onto the knee brace. Now it's off to the metal shop. Here I am using scraps of stainless steel I had at home as a link to connect the brace arms. Yeah, rounded off using the grinder and later sanded. Now we mark on the tabs where we're going to drill next. And now I begin to drill these little tabs with a 3/8 inch drill bit to allow for a little bit of wiggle room for the rivets. Now that all 4 plates have been made, it's now time to drill the aluminum braces and prepare to join them with rivets. Now I am assembling the metal arm for support. First the steel tab, and then the aluminum arm, and then the metal tab again. A rivet is fed through and is created using the rivet pliers to pull through the hole. Now that both arms are made, it's time to cut them to size. Once marked, the metal arms are being cut to specific lengths using a disc grinder. And then they're rounded off with yet another grinder to remove sharp edges. The ends of the metal rods are now sanded off to ensure there's no sharp edges. Next, sleeves for the metal rods are created, are cut, drawn, and then sewn on the sewing machine. Now it's time to test fit the sleeves, and what do you know, they fit like a glove. Next, I place and sew the Velcro straps onto the brace. And now finally, the entire knee brace is sewn together. Now trying it on, it is really comfortable and I can't wait to take it on the field with me.